Windows 11 never actually got the liquid glass design everyone wanted until now. This concept edition brings it to life with zero performance loss and none of the usual bloatware slowing things down. I'm about to show you what Microsoft never gave us, and honestly, it's kind of beautiful. Hello and welcome back to Apidus, and if you're new here, welcome! Today we're taking a look at Windows 11.1 Concept Edition. Before we go any further, I want to be upfront about something. This is a premium build. It's not some random tiny 11 bootleg you'd find on a sketchy site. Check the screen right now for what you actually get with it, and you'll understand exactly why it's worth it. Let's start with the download. Grab the Windows 11.1 Creator from the official link in the pinned comment. Once you have it, run the Creator and click Build. Just make sure your internet is on because the Creator needs to fetch some files to put everything together. Depending on your connection, this can take anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Now, if you'd rather skip the Creator altogether, you can also grab the ready-made installer straight from the official site. Honestly, that's often the quicker route for most people. One thing I need to stress here, never download Tiny 11 from anywhere else. Not from random forums, not from sketchy download sites, nowhere. Those unofficial copies are unsafe and you're risking malware on your PC. Our site is the only official and safe source for this. Once everything wraps up, you'll see a build finished successfully message in the Creator log. That's your signal that the installer is ready and we can move on to installing it. There are two ways to install Windows 11.1, with a bootable USB or without one. Let's start with the no USB method first, since it's usually the faster and easier option. Open Zeno. You'll find it inside the folder the Creator just built for you, or you can grab it separately from our website while you're downloading the installer. Zeno lets you install Windows 11.1 without needing a USB at all. All you have to do is select the installer file. It'll then ask you to pick a drive. Choose the one where you want Windows 11.1 installed. Just make sure that drive is completely empty with nothing important on it, because everything on it will be wiped. Give it about 5 minutes and Zeno will finish installing the OS. Restart your PC and you'll see it sitting right there in the dual boot menu. That means your old OS and all your files stay exactly where they are, and now you've also got a fresh, clean Windows 11.1 running alongside it. If for some reason the dual boot screen doesn't show up, you might need to set it up manually using a BCD editor. If that sounds intimidating, just email our support team and they'll walk you through it. Now let's talk about the second method, installing with a bootable USB. Go with this one if Zeno didn't work out for you, or if you just prefer the classic traditional Windows install experience. Open Rufus from the same folder. If you only downloaded the installer earlier, head back to our website and grab Rufus from there too. And this part matters, always use our version of Rufus. The one floating around the web may not play nice with Windows 11.1. Plug in your USB drive. Same rule as before, make sure there's nothing important on it because it's all getting erased. Select the installer, hit start, and Rufus will begin flashing it onto your USB. Depending on your USB speed, this takes around 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's done, restart your PC. When your manufacturer's logo pops up, press your boot menu key and select the USB drive. Not sure which key that is? Just Google it, it's usually F12, F8, or delete. Inside the installer, you'll set your time, region, and currency format. Don't worry about language right now, you can change that after installation if needed. Then you'll hit the drive selection screen. Take your time here and pick the correct drive carefully. Choosing the wrong one means permanently losing your data. Within 5 to 10 minutes, the installer will finish up and boot you straight to the desktop. And by the way, if you'd rather skip installation entirely and just turn your existing Windows into Tiny 11 with a single click, check out our app, Velotic. This isn't a sponsored plug, we built it ourselves. This is Velotic, one app where you can actually manage your PC without juggling 5 different tools. First up, the dashboard. You open it and immediately see what's going on. CPU, memory, disk space, the things you check anyway, just laid out clearly. If you game, this part's for you. It helps with frame rates and keeps your GPU configured for gaming. You set it up once and you're not digging through Windows settings every time you launch a title. Cleanup runs on its own. When RAM gets tight or junk builds up, Velotic clears it out. You do not have to remember to run a cleaner, and it just handles it when needed. Debloating Windows. There are ready-made profiles, or you can make your own. Remove the stuff you never use. Keep what you actually need. Installing apps. Need something installed? Search here, click Install. No hunting through download pages or worrying if you grab the right file. Disk space and efficiency. It can compress files on your drive to free up room, up to around 70% in some cases without slowing things down. There is also tuning to keep the CPU cooler and help battery last longer on laptops. Tweaks, if you like control. Over 500 small settings you can turn on or off. Nothing is forced on you. You pick what fits, how you actually use your machine. So why one app? Most utilities do one job. Velotic puts cleanup, debloating, installs, and tuning in one place. Early bird pricing is in the description. This is the one a lot of people ask about, Tiny11. Go to the debloat page, hit play next to Tiny11, and Velotic runs the whole process. You do not have to follow a 20-step guide. If it sounds useful, the link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Once you're on the desktop, that's when the real setup begins. Open the Configure toolbox sitting on your desktop, head to the compression section, and turn it on. Compression cuts your disk usage roughly in half, and we recommend it for most PCs. It'll take somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour to finish. You can keep working while it runs in the background, but honestly, we'd suggest grabbing a coffee. You've earned the break for making it this far. Compression isn't mandatory though, and if anything feels off afterward, you can disable it again with a single click. Once compression finishes, let's take a look at your disk usage. You're looking at just 8 gigabytes. Compare that to a standard Windows install, which often eats up 40 to 50 gigabytes thanks to unnecessary bloat and forced updates. We'll be dropping a full benchmark video in a couple of days over on our channel, HT. You'll find the link in the pinned comments once it's live. Now let's get you connected to the internet. Open the Configure app, go to the Browsers section, and pick whichever browser you like. I'm going with Zen, but you've also got Opera, Firefox, Brave, Edge, or Chrome to choose from. Once your browser's set up, head over to the Community tab and check out both of our YouTube channels. Apidus is where we post installation and setup tutorials, and HT is where you'll find benchmarks and configuration content. You're also welcome to join our Discord server. It's a great place to hang out with other members, have some fun, and get support whenever you need it. And from the Configure app, you'll also find direct links to Velotic and the Tiny11 website. If you start running into crashes or memory errors while gaming, turn on paging files. Head into the Configure app, find the paging files section, and click Enable. These are switched off by default to save a bit of storage space, but turning them on helps prevent those memory errors. Just restart your PC afterward for the change to take effect. Now, the most important part of the setup are drivers. Normally, Windows 11 installs dozens of bloated, unnecessary, and outdated drivers on its own, eating up storage and sometimes not even working properly. With Windows 11.1, you get to choose exactly what gets installed. Open the Configure app, head to the System section, and run Driver Booster. From there, you can scan your system and either install everything or just the drivers you actually need. If you're a gamer or an editor, make sure to grab your graphics drivers. You'll also want Wi-Fi and Bluetooth drivers for solid connectivity and speed. And if you're on a laptop, don't forget battery and touchpad drivers. If you're not sure what you need, just select all of them. Everything here is curated specifically for your PC, so nothing unnecessary is going to sneak in. Once your drivers are installed, you're all set to enjoy your new minimal Windows setup. Now, why is Windows 11.1 a premium service? Because you're getting real security and real support, things that other builds simply don't offer. Sure, there are free builds out there, but they come with risks. They're either unstable, broken, or worse, hiding malware. Here's the bottom line. You get a safe, stable OS built for your daily work and everyday use. And if anything goes wrong along the way, we've got your back. So go ahead and get it now before this deal is gone. Thanks for watching. This is Apidus signing off.